I think
It's
that's a
just to
really
kind of
great
put
goal.
it's just gonna put like a definition of what retirement could look like. And I don't think like this needs to be like some massive like I'm thinking of like it's not like all of a sudden you have like this math formulas floating. No, it's not that. It's just like it's just like sitting down and saying, hey, what would a decent retirement look like in my head, and then what does it and meeting with somebody to say, like, hey, uh, this is what I want to do for retirement, right? What will actually get me there over the next 10, 5, 8, whatever the number is for you and for me and for the people listening. Just sitting down with somebody, and a lot of times those meetings are free, right?
Hmm.
Now, the downside of that is that somebody's going to be that on that other side of the table that says you've been screwing up, right? Like that's a hard
Yeah.
conversation. Or hey, you're not gonna get that life now. You can aim for a different life, right? And but at least you have that conversation. It's like going to the doctor and like instead of thinking you have cancer, knowing whether you do or you don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's like
We actually hired a financial planner this year, and we had our initial thing a month or so ago, and then January 12th
nice.
we have like the real like first like let's figure things out. So exactly what you're saying. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure it'll be a difficult conversation, but it's got to happen. It has to
It's
happen.
gotta happen, right? Like, and I think that like setting a goal for 2026, if whether you act on it, don't act on it as in like you deploy the plan or not, that's a whole different question. But I think you should at least, or you should know, I should know, everybody that's listening should at least take one step, which is define what good looks like, and figure out, is good achievable, or do you need a different version of good, or do you keep version of good that you have defined, and then you build a plan to match what good looks like, right? Like, so like what one of my things that I've been telling Monica for probably the past 10 years is I don't want to retire in the US, right?
Wow.
Because my viewpoint is like, in order to retire in the US, you need X amount of money, whatever X amount means, right? But you could probably like use a lot less from your retirement on a yearly basis and live a lifestyle that is probably the same as here in a different country, right? And
Mm.
so that's something I'm like, oh, that way I can like maybe I don't have to wait till I'm 65. Maybe I can just like check out at 60 because I have whatever X amount that I can like draw
Yeah.
from, and
Where
then
would you
at
go?
some point,
Where are your top
uh,
like five?
yeah, I've so India is somewhere in the five, right? It's not my top number one, but it's definitely number two or number
Because
three
you've
from
been
that
there a
perspective.
million times.
Yeah, and it's home, right? Like at the end of the day, it is home from that perspective. Families there, etc. And so I think that is definitely. But the India that I never grew up there, but like the India that I'm used to, and the India that's there now is very different, right? Like so, it's changed
Mm.
quite a bit. It's
Hmm.
just a faster pace. But I go home once a year, and I'm like, I could do this. Like I could live here. I could definitely live like where we live in India, and so it's there. I'm actually looking at like places like Panama,
Okay.
and I looked at. I'm doing some research, but right, I'm probably this year in 2026. Actually, I may actually end up going to like Panama for a visit, and then Uruguay for a visit.
You haven't been there before?
Never been there before.
Wow, that's cool. That's very cool,
Yeah,
man. I never thought about that. I'm also
it
not the
just
world traveler that you are.
yet like we're gonna take this show on the road, and then we will be. But it's I think the thing is like it's and I've had this conversation with other friends who have kind of either lived in other parts of the world, grew up in other parts of the world, travel a lot, and I'm like, like let's say your average expenditure in the U.S. for a given month to maintain a whatever lifestyle. I'm just gonna make some numbers up. Let's say it's like 5 grand a month, right? You can probably get the same exact lifestyle in a different country, somewhere in South America, with pretty good healthcare, etc., for maybe 1,500 a month.
Hmm.
That's a big difference.
Yeah.
And so now there's two things. Either you can continue to work till whatever age you want to work till and then retire and then your funds last longer, or you can say, I'm actually not going to work till 65. I'm just going to work till 58 and I'm done.
Yeah,
It
that's
just
when
gives you
I
yeah,
was just going to say my dad retired at 57. Was like, man,
nice.
that's amazing. Because he
That's
realized
crazy.
something about it. If he went back to teaching the following year, he was going to be making the same that he would in retirement or something. But there was something where he's like, oh my gosh, I don't need to work till I'm 65. It's like be done at 57. Like, oh my God, can you imagine if I retired in 6 years? That would be amazing. I just saw a TikTok today of some lady who retired at 48. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Comparison is the thief of joy. Comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah.
But
But you know, I do
was
read
like,
a lot
oh
of
man.